It's another rainstorm, and it's absolutely beautiful. You can hear the birds are still calling to each other in the trees, and that's just amazing to me. I love being out on this deck. I love being able to stand in a May spring rainstorm, and just savor what's going on out here in North Carolina on our deck, overlooking the park and all this greenery, and there's birds flying over the place. The cardinals especially seem to love the tree outside of our window. I see a titmouse over in the tree right now, but they seem to love hiding in that tree and complaining about all of the rain when it rains. So it's so much fun to see the family of cardinals there. I can hear so many other types of birds running around. It's beautiful here. It's so beautiful, and I'm so glad I get to save the moment and remember it and just savor it. And I'm getting ready to jump back into work now that I'm feeling a little bit better. Oh, and the wind is picking up. It's so pretty out here. It is so pretty out here. But I am feeling better. I don't know what was up with me earlier this week, why I was so sick. And sometimes you just don't know why. You just have to kind of roll with it. And Chips took very good care of me. Oh goodness, and there's like water everywhere now. Oh, sorry about that, guys. I didn't notice that the spray from the water is starting to fly in on the deck like this. But yeah, things are beautiful here. Things are beautiful. And there's a lot of work to do, but I really love rainstorms. Oh, and there are some little swifts like feeding each other. I'm gonna see if I can get that for you guys. They flew off. It was some beautiful chickadees. They were actually drinking the water that's collecting on the end of the pine needles right now, which is, it's just amazing to see. I love rainstorms because the weather is so far outside of our control that if you really want to be able to savor what's outside and savor what's going on during a rainstorm, you have to put down whatever you're doing and just walk out and be there in the moment. And I really appreciate that, because it's like a wonderful, refreshing reminder to myself that you have to be in the moment if you want to enjoy it. I am so excited about our trip next week and thinking about all of the work I have to do, and I want to try to get to 3,500 videos on the main channel before next week, before we leave for our trip in 5 days. So that's 59 more videos that I would have to make between now and Wednesday morning in order to be able to meet that self-imposed goal. And this morning I was getting just really caught up in that goal and the idea of like, yeah, that many videos, 3,500, woo! We're gonna celebrate, I'm gonna hit that number and then be able to go and enjoy my vacation. And then I got out here when it started raining, and suddenly I just stopped pushing. Suddenly I just stopped tearing myself up about like, okay, I gotta go. I have to do like this self-imposed, made-up number goal that I made for myself, because this just feels so much more important. And I wish I had respected the feeling of just listening to what felt so much more important more often when I was younger. And I think that listening to what feels so much more important is one of the best lessons that I have learned in life so far. And honestly, it's not really let me down, because you can kind of catch yourself in the trap of like, oh, this is so much more important than what I want to do. But if you're really, and like you're pampering yourself, or you're in a bad way, or escaping from your responsibilities. But I think deep down, if you just listen to the honest answer of what is so much more important, then you won't really ever be led astray. So there's my little advice for the day. But yeah, so I've got a lot of work to do. I hope you guys might be able to catch some birds in the background, but I'm excited. When I say I have a lot of work to do, it means I get to go and tell some stories and adventures, and I get to share those things with you guys. And I'll cry if I think about it too hard. There is no greater joy I could ask for in my life than what I do and where I live and who I live with and my family, and just having this opportunity. And so that's why it's so important to me to slow down and just savor the moment, and then even get to share the moment with you guys, because this is amazing. But yeah, I need to go inside and try to see if I can reach that goal still. But I think I'll enjoy being out here on the deck a little bit longer. And maybe later I will try to reach all of those goals I have. I do love them. They help motivate me even when I'm down. Oh wow, and the sun is coming out. The lightning and the thunder has stopped, so I may even get dressed and turn on my pedometer, because one of the goals I mentioned in the vlogs is trying to reach 10,000 steps a day. And I don't know if I could pull that off on a rainy day like today, but it would be a lot of fun to try and to go on some adventures and see what I could find. So maybe I'll do that. But here I am listing off all of the big things I want to just jump into. I want to record this many videos. I want to go walking this much. I want to do this. I want to do that. And you guys saw a little snippet of how the garden is growing pretty well. And I think that's one of the things that frustrates trips the most, is how I'll have been sick and then immediately want to just get up and do a bazillion projects and keep going and moving and roaming and doing and doing and doing. And I think that's one of the things that frustrates him the most about me. And the other thing that frustrates him, like in a loving way, the most is that I tend to leave the stove on and then walk away, like I just did while the edamame is boiling. So I better go get the edamame off the stove, and then we'll see if we're able to go out on a little bit of a beautiful walk today and just enjoy the journey to all of the random self-imposed goals that I have. And above all though, listen to whatever feels like the right thing to do. They're still there, so we might have a chance, you guys. And it looks like they're relaxing, so people are stopping to look at the goslings. That's totally going to be me. I can see the tiny little dots that the goslings are from over here. And then I also noticed hiding in this little alcove over here is my blue heron friend. So we have to walk to the other side of the lake. It's about a mile. At any point, the other side of the lake is about a mile away. So we're gonna walk over there. This is probably maybe only half a mile. And we're gonna see if Mama and Dada and those tiny dots that are the babies will stay there long enough for us to enjoy. Being out here is amazing. I have a new theory that I came up with while I was on my walk today, that I need greenery and being able to be outside the way that you normally need food. And I thought maybe everybody has things like that. And a long time ago, my parents had me read this book called like The 5 Love Languages to understand how there's different ways that people express their feelings for one another. Like some people are really big on gift giving, some people are quality time, some people are touch, some people are like acts of love, some people are positive words, like positive affirmation through words. And then I think that that theory kind of holds true for other things in life too, like the things you need for your spirit. And I think that greenery and a dash of solitude, because I am an introvert, believe it or not, and the ability to exercise my imagination anywhere. If it's just, I'm always telling stories. I mean, I don't just mean when I record either. I'm always telling stories of like the life of the bird that's flittering around in the forest, or the people who walk by me on the trail. And I think that those are the 3 things I really need. Greenery, just a dash of solitude now and then, and being able to express myself on a creative level. And how fun would it be if there was a book or something like that that just listed all of the possible things that really fulfill people's spirits, and then you could find out what your like spirit language, to be really sappy or call it that, is, and then you could explain it to other people and they could understand like, oh, this person loves greenery, like really loves greenery, she has to be near a park. I think it'd be so fun if we could express ourselves that way. I would love to know what you guys, if you could say you had a spirit language. And not to be like sappy or weird or like foo-foo-y about saying that, but I can't think of any other better way. It's something that speaks to the essence of who you are and that you need, different than food and water and shelter. Something that you need for your deepest self. I would love to know what that is for you guys, because I've really realized in coming out on these walks and walking around this lake every day, more or less, and being able to make videos to share with you guys, I've really realized the essence of who I am and what I need in the world. And I would love if you guys had a little bit of insight into what you need too, because if I had pursued the things that truly spoke my spirit language in the beginning, I think that would have given me the energy to do anything and the confidence to make the more honest and bold choices, even if they didn't make logical sense, that needed to be made. So I would love to hear what your guys' spirit languages are, as weird as that word sounds. And I hope you've enjoyed the beautiful day. I need to go back home and get back to work, but it felt good. That's the other thing, it felt really good to focus on just being out and walking and fulfilling that need, that deeper need I have for being out in greenery, and not apologizing for it, and not brushing it off, and not underselling it, not undermining it, not demeaning it. I'm trying to find the right word. Not putting it down, you know, and not acting like it isn't as big a deal as I feel it is being out here. That's how big I need it. That's how much I need it. Just like you need to eat every day and sleep every day, I need to be outside in green every day. And I'm sure we've all got things like that. So yeah, even though I have these self-imposed goals and I need to go back, and we're down to only 54 videos that I need to make to meet my goal of 3,500 videos for the main channel before we leave for Bald Head next week, which is going to be really cool. But even though I have that like self-imposed goal, I was speaking the language of my spirit today instead for a little bit, and I think that's more important, and it feels really good. I think this is where inner strength comes from. So we'll see. But alright, so I'm gonna head back home. I hope you guys have enjoyed the beautiful day of adventures. I know I'm very happy. Goslings, herons, beautiful birds, adorable squirrels. What more can I ask for?